Are you ready to jumpstart your LinkedIn? I can help. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book Get Social Smart, and it's episode 89 of the Get Social Smart Show. And today I want to share with you just one simple tip to help you take your LinkedIn to the next level. All right, this tip has to do with blogging. Did you know you can blog and create content on LinkedIn, and it doesn't matter if you have a free account or a paid account. This is the free option when it comes to LinkedIn.
Positively fancy free.
And it's I feel like one of the best kept secrets of LinkedIn. A lot of people realize it's there, but don't always utilize it. And so when it comes to blogging on LinkedIn, let me give you the truth, which you're always going to hear, right, on our videos. And that is, it can't be boring.
Bueller. Right?
Just like any other content that you create, you've got to lean into who you are and who you're not. So I want to give you a quick example. Earlier this year, I wrote a post over on LinkedIn. It was actually kind of a personal post about weeding through the noise in our life. And we'll link to that post down in the comments here below. But it was something that was pretty personal. It's been on my heart for a long time, and it didn't really belong on my blog over on my website, so I created a blog post about it over on LinkedIn. Let me just say that post blew up. We received dozens and dozens of likes and reactions and comments over on LinkedIn, and then I shared it over on Facebook. I shared it on my business page on Facebook. I shared it over my personal profile on Facebook. And again, dozens and dozens of comments and reactions. And so it gave a big boost to my LinkedIn profile, which is great, right? LinkedIn is one of the most important places for social media because it's the only professional place to really connect with people online when it comes to social media. And so what I have found is that by blogging once a quarter or so, or maybe once every other month or so, especially when it comes from a place of leadership or even digging deep a little bit to share something a little bit more personal, people really resonate with that. Now, I was not divulging a big, deep, dark secret. I wasn't, sharing anything that I wouldn't share anywhere else. But I think the fact that I allowed myself to put myself out there a little bit, be a little bit vulnerable, and to share things beyond just what I do, just beyond social media tips, tools, and strategies, I think really, really resonated with people. And that's why I'm creating this video right here, because most likely most of you are on LinkedIn. Now, maybe you haven't used LinkedIn in some time, maybe it's a little dusty and you got to dust off your profile a little bit, but driving traffic to your LinkedIn profile is a great way to build those connections, build referrals, and generate leads. So one of the best ways to do that isn't necessarily just to go update your profile, but it's actually to create a blog post. So my challenge to you, if you haven't done this recently, or maybe you've never done this at all, go over to LinkedIn, log in. There's a little button that says write an article. You can click that button, and I would encourage you to write something from the heart. And of course, it can be something real estate related. So maybe it's something like the biggest lessons I've learned from being in this business for the past 20 years. Or if I had to do it all over again, this is what I would do. Or the number one question every new client asks me is ... So it can be something business related. It can be something professional. But when you add in that extra layer of your personal experience and you add in that extra layer of who you are, as I always say, lean into who you are and who you're not, it will really, really resonate with people. Now, here's a bonus. When you publish content on LinkedIn, your contacts on LinkedIn actually get a LinkedIn notification that you've published a piece of content. So my recommendation is publish that piece of content. Make sure you add a featured image. There's a great spot right up at the top when you write a blog post on LinkedIn to add a featured image. And one of my favorite sources, by the way, for great stock photos, especially for LinkedIn, is Unsplash. Unsplash.com is awesome. We'll add that link in the comments below. Also, there's a great app for Unsplash too, but that's a great resource if you're looking for a beautiful photo. The reason why that's important, by the way, is when you share that link to your article, one of the reasons why people click on your article, by the way, part of it's the title and part of it's the image. That's a whole nother conversation. We'll have to do a different video about that. So publish that content over on LinkedIn, and then if you have an email database, take that database, email out that article to your database, share that link over on your Facebook business page, share it over on Instagram if you're active on Instagram. So those are a few small things that can make a really big difference. I would love to hear from you. Are you on LinkedIn? I'd love to connect. Put your link in the comments below. If you have any questions for me about LinkedIn, put those in the comments below. Also, if you're over on YouTube, make sure you subscribe because we've got new videos coming out each and every week. And of course, in addition, if you have additional questions or you're looking for more information about LinkedIn and also just social media tools, tips, strategies, and more, please visit us over at katielance.com. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.